Now, here's a question, like I said, why are you married 6 feet under, right, if you don't believe in the resurrection of the dead, right? Think about that one. Oh, I got my unisex Christ, right? You can kind of notice our boobs. Which would be what you would really see on the cross like God did. But you wouldn't see it till the cross either. That's the only time he was naked and shamed by men. Son of man, shame Christ. No, it shames us all. But here you can see the boobs. Oh no, you can. It's what I mean. The androgynous Jesus. The unisex. Neither male nor female, Jew nor Gentile, bond nor free. Right. See, only I can see me as I am on the cross, not Peter till now. Who told you? John. Who lied to you about it? Peter. Why is he lying about it? I don't know. He can't handle the truth, right? That he's just like me, right? Except he's doing the opposite to teach you evil, right? And make you evil like him. All you have to do is want to hurt someone back. That's evil. That's evil. See, what I'm teaching you is forgiveness of sin, not condemnation, right? Because what killed George? George, right? But the same would happen if it was a white man doing the same thing George was doing, right? And the officer was doing the same thing to him. Yes. If I rape someone, right, black or white, right, when does it become a rape? When the person says no. Right. I don't want to do that with you. The person can't be ambiguous about sex and want a certain kind of sex, but not tell me that's the only kind of sex she wants. Like, well, she's not right. She's the only one who seems to not understand I want to sex with her out of all the women I was with, too, right? But why wouldn't I want sex with her? Why wouldn't you want sex with her? I would, of course, because I'm a normal male seeking a normal female, right? I just didn't realize how much she would freak out when I told her I was one of the two witnesses. I mean, yeah, something freaked her out, right? Something made her mad. And like I said, I'm supposed to know she's waiting for marriage, right? As a man, no. Even Jesus, like I said, you don't even want to accept if he was married or not, right? But you also know in the law of Moses, only the husband can judge the wife if she commits adultery with him against another man, right? To stone her or not, right? Or you're not reading the story right. And he forgave her instead of stoning her, his own wife. And God forbid she done Johnson, you forgive me, right? No, Satan wants you not to forgive me. But I'm the liar, not you. All you would have had to do if you only wanted oral sex with me, like like Lisa before you, right? Is say, I only want oral sex, right? And not let me pull down your panties to go all the way with you, which would include the oral sex. Didn't you know I let you in and put it in, right? I sucked your boobs in, did more, right? Or do you think I just stuck it in, right? Which is it? Do you remember? Or do you not want to remember because you made it a sin? To you and me to be together, right? And once you made it a sin, it became a sin, right? And it's still a sin because you won't forgive it, right? It's not me who can't forgive you and move on. It's you who can't forgive me and move on, right? But whether other women are with me or not, who would care? Who would put them up to be with me? Me or you, right? Yet you want them to feel like you feel, and do they? No, no. They don't, because they're different people. They're not going to look at me how you look at me. No. That's the whole point. We're different people. Yeah, we're different colors and we're different breeds, right? And different people have different needs. And when I met you, I thought our need was the same: a companion, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, right? Someone to just love me unconditionally and not judge me for my past. Right? Isn't that it? Right. I've been through the same things you did, but through a male's perspective. Even my own pastor tried to cop a feel. I thought we were on the same page, that we did understand each other. Did my shipmates fuck it up too? I don't know. I don't know. What fucked it up? You. And now you can neither let me go nor be with me, huh? All right. I ain't seen you since '93. I tried to see you because you acted all crazy, right? In my opinion to me, and in your opinion to me too. Right? Is that it? Because you're the only one that seems to not realize sex can equal pregnancy eventually. Or is it Daphne, you and Mary Beth? I know. And you're blaming me for being the one to know, right? But warning you ahead of time, but then when it worked out like I said it would, you're mad with me because, I shouldn't have been with you the whole time, right? Nor you me, that, right? See, what kept it alive until you made me cheat on you, and that's all of you eventually, right? Is I'm trying to move on and be with someone who wants to be with me at the time, right? So did you. So did you. But one key thing I'm doing is forgiving the trespass, right? Even if I, you know, regret sex after the sex, I still like what we did. I don't think it was that bad, I know. In fact, I think it was natural sex. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. But if you do, you do. Just want to make her feel well. And same with me. And same with me. But if you don't want to, you ain't got to. I can't make you stay with me any more than the sun can stop the moon from rising, right? Or the seas from falling, right? Uh, or anything can stop anything right? From doing anything you don't want to do, right? I too could goodbye, but sometimes I want to cry. But it don't mean I don't love you. But what else can I do? Right. Right. Oops. Mm-hmm. But I know I would say no to anything but straight sex, so that's your problem. That's your problem. You can't say no to either or, baby, right? And that does make you buy, I know. Now, like I said, right, I'm not here to judge you, right? But if you can't forgive yourself, you're condemning yourself with Satan, Adam, and Eve. See, the decision to do it all was fine by Adam until it was his turn, right? And then he knew good and evil was Satan, right? Now, you think that's biting into a piece of fruit, right? Or Adam being but sex for the first night, right? Right. And then you want to deny what the real sin was. Sex. Anal sex. That, right? So what do you want me to do about it? If it is the real sin, you want to deny it, right? And yet still do it too. The hypocrisy is you made one good and evil and not both good, right? Why not? It's the same body, it's the same thing, right? The difference is he hurt you when it was his turn. You know what I mean, right? He made Adam ashamed. It was the fight with Eve. It was okay with Eve. She was okay with what happened with her, but when it was his turn to eat of the tree fruit, the penis in the butt. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. Adam hated it. But he never had it before, or he don't remember, right? Or he don't know it that way, right? Because Jesus only taught you good sex, right? Male and female sex, right? Satan taught you anal sex, right? You know, it's got to be one or the other. That's the problem. Straight sex or anal sex, right? And he would have to seduce Eve too, right? But she had something inside of her. He had, yeah. And Satan, though, yes, in that form, he was still a virgin. He was still a virgin, right? His female side and male side, right? But it's his pleasure while he's doing at Satan both ways, right? That really confuses you, which is a 2-for-1 deal. And Satan will offer you a 2-for-1 deal. Two for the price of one. Two for the price of one. A top and a bottom hole. But he has something he's hiding from you about his member. How it looked like a serpent to Eve. And when it bit you, it spit you out too, right? It hurt like hell, didn't it? You wanted to say no, but it was so painful. You couldn't until you finished, right? And then you regretted the whole thing. And I'm confessing this for our father Adam and our mother Eve. Though I'm also trying to repent and also forgive the anal sex, right? Even if you still do it, you understand? With some of you. Not all of us want to do anal sex, but it's not really the problem either. It's how it was done. To embarrass, to shame him. I know. Just want to. I know. Mm-hmm. It would. Mm-hmm. There's nothing you can do to Peter that, again, Peter can't do back to you, right? So either blame Peter or realize he did the best he could with what he had, right? Maybe he didn't feel you were ready to hear all this, and John knew it, but got you to this point. That's all John. That's all John. In the book of Revelations. Too good at goodbye. Too good at goodbye. And see, what do you think Satan did? What was the first kind of cutting tools we had? Stone, right? So what kind of spear would he have used then? A stone spear. A stone spear to kill Jesus, right? He pierced him through first, right? To stop him from interfering with what he wanted to do with Adam and Eve, right? And all we know is within the 70 years, right? Because Adam lived 930 years, right, of a 1,000-year day, right? Or is it an hour, right? Like a 24-hour day, right? I don't know. I don't know. What is a day to a spirit that has no real sense of time, right? Yet we sense time because with the spirit being in the flesh, right? But carbon 14 is death, right? Were we always dead or are we always alive? Or are we neither alive nor dead? Are we in a loop, even? A replenishing after replenishing after replenishing. Oh, y'all never go as deep as me as supernatural now. Come on. But that's our right to make different stories, right? Each story is to help you, right? Whether you understand it all or not, right? Well, yes, you're going to confuse it, right? And yet, someone might not confuse it, right? And we're all trying to do the same thing here, right? Figure out the truth together, right? But you can't tell someone their truth ain't as real as your truth if they're explaining it to you and they understand it, even if you don't, right? The truth doesn't condemn you either. The lie does. The lie does. Mm-hmm. But see, if you're made as both and then made two, right? That's different, right? But if the female and male are one in the body of God, in Christ, right? And we're made into two, one is made first from the form, right? That's both, right? And you just make a scrotum and remove the female part from the male, right? Bone and flesh. Then you take those parts from the male and put the female in her own body, right? And the rest you form from the bone first, right? Then the flesh, right? Which is at least the ovaries and fallopian tubes, right? And the female parts the male no longer needs, right? To be distinctly male. Mm-hmm. And again, from one came two, right? Okay.